Lexus wanted something cheaper than the legendary LS, so in 1991 came out the first GS. I really did not care about this at all. It's quite fast and it has legendary 2JZ, only with different turbochargers, but everything else was the same. Really, the car was boring. Second generation was very popular in the car culture. It even was in the Fast and the Furious, the first one, the good one. In 1997, GS was the fastest production car with 4 doors until 1998, because M5 came out and just took that title without any problems. Lexus S160 is icon in VIP movement and Japanese racing club named Midnight. During racing, mildly tuned S160 could reach 300 kilometers without any problem. Of course, because of 2JZ. In 2006 came out my favorite Lexus S190. It was first Lexus that was separately assembled in different production line in Tahiti. Also, it was the first hybrid Lexus in GS models. It looks beautiful and special from any angle, and for many it is just a 4-door sedan, but for me it's a masterpiece. Interesting fact that in automotive world, first 4-door coupe is considered to be Mercedes CLS. Development of 190 began earlier than CLS, and it's clear that S190 wanted to be the first 4-door coupe, but CLS came out earlier and history remembered as it is. Every time when I see GS, I come close to it and I glaze. I look what kind of engine it has, what kind of leather, trim. Because of its sexy curves, space at the back is small. Not very, but it's smaller than previous generations. Lexus engines are famous for their immortality, but 3-liter V6 had some problems with the 5-cylinder cooling. And if anybody knows how to fix it, please write down in the comments below. Interesting fact that 4.3-liter V8 had 315 brake horsepower, almost same amount as 3.5-liter V6 with 300 horsepower. But V8 had more torque. Our engine is 4.3-liter and it has 6-speed gearbox. Later came out 4.6 with 342 brake horsepower, and those engines had 8-speed gearbox. 430 reached 100 kilometers in 6.7-6.9 seconds, depends on the conditions. Problems with 4.3 engine is only timing belt. Change it every 100,000 kilometers and please change all the liquids in time. Also avoid GS S190 hybrids. Every 10 years battery must be changed, so it's difficult to find right mechanical parts and right mechanic who can fix it without going to the dealership. In 2007 I saw an article in Japanese tuning magazine about the superchargers for Toyota and Lexus. Company that was making those superchargers was Thomas. For me at that time, to have a GS430 with Thomas supercharge and nice wheels, it was my dream. Brakes in a V8 are a little bit underpowered. If you drive normally like a priest, then everything is okay. Problem with the brakes that they get sore if you do not take care of them every 20,000 kilometers. When you get inside of the car, you feel instant comfort and sportiness. But there is no layback feel like in Mercedes W211. You feel focused but relaxed, very strange feeling. It doesn't feel very luxurious as W211, but it feels much better than BMW E60. There is one disappointing thing about interior. I know that Lexus could have done better job. If you take a look at LS, same years of production, instantly you can feel the difference in the quality, in the leather and stuff like that. Leather is good, but LS had way better materials. I think Lexus just decided to save some money on GS production, and that was a very big mistake. All GS models that I have ever driven, the dashboard was in perfect condition. I drove GS Lexuses only in Japan, Dubai and Uzbekistan, countries where winter is not so bad. And some Russian bloggers complain that when real winter hits the GS, dashboard starts to make really horrible noises. Trunk opens in a weird way. When I first opened it, I was scared to break the glass. It like goes all the way, so it's very strange feeling. Capacity of it is 430 liters. In previous generation it was bigger. Well, driving of wonderful Lexus GS430. Let's turn on the engine. Oh, I love it. I love the illumination. I love the chrome aluminum inside. Nice. Nice. All right. Well, as soon as you get in, you get this wonderful sense of quality materials inside. The only thing that really bothering me is this head, this armrest. It's making different noises, which is not usual for Lexus. Usually it's solid, but I think maybe a very big person used to drive it or something else. I don't think it's a big problem here. Transmission is in great condition. The car mileage is 88,000 kilometers. Originally, car was shipped from UAE, Dubai. Now it's in sunny and wonderful Uzbekistan, and it's for sale. And I'm driving it. What I like about this Lexus V8 is, of course, V8. You can hear the sound, and it's just amazing. It's just amazing. The VVTi system activated, I think, after 4,000 RPM, because it just kicks you back and it makes more noise and just wonderful noise. When you're driving in, you always hear it, but it's very quiet. It's very quiet, civilized, nice V8 rumble. I like it. It's very aesthetic. It's not in your face kind of sound. The first time I saw Lexus GS, it was in a commercial. I think it was a Super Bowl commercial, I'm not sure. Anyway, so the commercial was, there's like guys in the mountains and there's racing suits, they pull petrol, they spill petrol everywhere. And the point of the commercial was that petrol was racing Lexus, and there was V8 sound, and it would like drift and ride everywhere up the mountain, and then it like cut off the fire or the lane of the fire. For me, it was astonishing. My head blew up when I saw it, and since then I really wanted to drive a GS Silver just like that one, and that in the commercial was the same one. It was amazing. Then 5 years ago, I used to sell cars in Dubai. I saw a Lexus GS red cherry color, which is the most horrible color you can ever buy a Lexus GS in, but it had a V8, and also it was very cheap because it was water damaged. I didn't know what kind of water damage it was. Was it salt? Was it just normal water? But anyway, I was committed to buy it. And then I fell asleep during the betting because of the time difference, and next morning I had a job. I had a work to go to, so I just stupidly fell asleep. That was really bad. Anyway, now I'm here, and I think I'm going to buy this car. I'm not sure yet, but I cannot find anything bad about it. It's very difficult to even, complain. Really, there's nothing I would change in this car except of the silly chrome in the front. That looks really horrible and unnecessary, but it's there. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Just change it. Other complaints are the ride quality is hard. It's a little bit tough, but it handles really nice, and I think that's the price you have to pay for good handling. Anyway, it's going to be hard, so to complain about that is pointless. I love the leather. It's strange. It's not, I don't know, is it real leather or not, or maybe it's mixed with something, like I don't know how leather works, but when you touch it, it's good feel, but you know there's something wrong with it. It's not bad, but people who watch me, the Lexus pros, please let me know in the comments. I like the wood here, I like the steering wheel, I like my position when I drive it. When you look at it from the side, you think, oh no, I will feel cramped here. But no, when you get in, you're cocooned in this luxury of Lexus.
it's very nice feeling, very nice feeling. I believe in the brand. I love the brand. I don't like styling now, like recent cars that they selling. Not one except the RC line really suits me in terms of design. In terms of quality, I don't know. I've not driven new Lexuses much, only one, the RC 350. Anyway, I really like the old designs of Lexus. I had that review of GX460. That was a great car and I really liked it. And now I'm reviewing this one and I love the brand. I love the brand especially in the time period of beginning of 2000s. That was the best time for Lexus. So with this car, Lexus became a separate brand. Toyota stopped rebadging their luxury cars and just started to make completely different cars. And I like it. It's a good concept. It's about time they did that. And that was a great idea in my head. That was really good. This is the first car that Lexus decided to sell in the sport market. They said, look at us, we have a sports car. It's a like 4-door sedan. Not really a sports car, but we are going to attack you with this sport 4-door saloon. It has V8. They came, they saw, they conquered. In my head. Because, like, yeah, it doesn't have the M badge, doesn't have the AMG badge and the crazy horsepower. But where are they now? The M5 E60, the W211 E63, and where is the Lexus? It still runs, it still goes, it still drives without any problems. And both Germans are really hitting their owners' wallet without stopping at all, and that's crazy. That's like really, this is the result. The interesting thing that I noticed that in UAE, people that drive every day, they don't drive their Range Rovers. They drive Lexus GS. And any GS. Old LS Lexus or the new like GS Lexus, especially this model. They drive it in really horrible conditions. Plus 45 Celsius, sometimes even 50 in the desert, or just even on the highway where sometimes tires blow up if you don't change it every 3 years. And the car drives and drives with the AC without any problem. Every day 100-150 kilometers non-stop. The other thing that I noticed in UAE was that every local citizen, not every, but most of them, they had GS as a second or third car. They used it every day. They had like Range Rovers, Mercedes and BMWs, but for everyday use, only Lexus GS, nothing else. You know, they always Lexus, and they loved it. They loved it and they still do. They still drive it. They still enjoy it. It became sort of movement of Lexus GS in Dubai. And people love it. And I can see why. I understand them, why they like it. That was good. Nice car, nice day. Really enjoy it. The V8 rumbles, just rumbles and rumbles non-stop. Every time I press accelerator. I don't want to stop because I love it. I love it and I enjoy it. But I have to give keys to wonderful showroom named Autoritet. They're located in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Great cars, great choice. Come if you're here, visit them. Also, please don't forget to do some charity. Go to local orphanage or anything that you can do. Please do it, because when you bring good to this wonderful planet, something good will happen to you. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, click that like button. If you didn't like something, please write in comments, and if I can, I will change it immediately. Thank you so much. Take care and bye-bye.
Fast, aggressive, relentless. Fire has no equal. Or does it? The 300 horsepower Lexus GS.